At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana.
Tonight on News 46, the mother of the murder victim speaks out. Our first annual Pahrump Pride was held over the weekend, and part 2 with a former employee of Amerigas. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening, it's Monday, August 22nd, 2011. I'm Rick Vale for News 46. Topping our news tonight, the mother of murder victim Christopher Mundy speaks to News 46 in an exclusive interview about her son and the young, promising life tragically cut short.
I have no words to describe how I feel. I don't know what to say.
Tell me how you found out about this.
My son's friend called him. And he said he got shot, and they woke me up. I thought, okay, you know, why was he here? He lives in Henderson. I had no reason to think that he was here. And then when I went at the scene, they wouldn't tell me anything. All I wanted to know is, where is he? Where's the hospital? They wouldn't tell me anything. And then the detectives came in, they told me he was killed. And why? He didn't hurt nobody. He just wanted to talk to man to man because he loved his girlfriend and he wanted to tell her. He loved his girlfriend. He wanted to be with her. He wasn't going to do no harm to her. He killed him.
You know Jennifer?
Yes. Yes, I do.
What was their relationship like?
It was new. They love each other. He told me, Mom, I love her. So I accepted her.
Did they work together at Evergreen? Is that how they met?
Yeah, they worked at Evergreen for a little while, and then he quit and he went to Henderson, but then they moved together.
And was she planning on moving out with him?
They were living together. Yeah.
And do you know the family at all, the Robbins?
No, I never met them. The second time I met her, she said that my parents have issue with Chris. And I told her, well, you know, it's a new relationship. They'll get used to it. You know, it's new. It's fast. But, you know how daddy's little girls.
Yeah.
And I just told her everything will be okay, you know. Eventually, he'll accept it. Never in my wildest dreams I would think this. I don't know. My husband just met her the day before he died. So it was new. Yeah. But when he told me he loved her, I accepted it. My son has never told me he loved the girl. Yeah. So I go, my son's in love. He's 21. He's not, you know.
Yeah. So you have 8 kids, and 4 of them are boys. Tell me about Chris.
5 of them.
6 of them. 6 of them are boys. Tell me about Chris. Let's find out about what he was like.
Chris was, out of my boys, he was like the runt. He was the first one. I'll do it. You know, the daredevil, you know. my oldest son, "Come on, Chris, do it. Let's see if it hurts." "Okay, I'll do it." He was the nice one. He was the, "Okay, it's not going to hurt much. I'll try it out."
Yeah.
You know, he was that way.
He had so much that he was doing and achieving in his life and his goals. Tell everybody what he did for a career as well as his goals.
He wanted to be a nurse. He wanted to help people. He was that kid. He's like, "Mom, I want to help people." Yeah. He was the CNA that patients wanted, you know.
Yeah.
Trusted him.
You can see in his face how caring he is. He was always a caring individual.
Oh my God, always. He had a temper.
Yeah.
He had a temper. He didn't show it.
Yeah.
He always wanted to talk to people. You know, he was. I can't describe. He was, to me, the perfect kid.
And folks, watch News 46 tomorrow night for part 2 with Yvonne Perron. If you would like to help the Mundy family with funeral expenses, please call 702-588-3051. Again, that number is 702-588-3051. The viewing will be held at Pahrump Family Mortuary at 5441 Vicki Ann Road on Saturday, the 27th at 10 a.m. The funeral services will be held Sunday, August 28th at 3 p.m. at Shadow Mountain Christian Fellowship. The public is, of course, invited to attend. And Tom Saitta, owner of Tommasino's restaurant, issued a press release today. The press release states, Tommasino's recently closed its doors due to the bad economy and recession. Its owners regret doing so and wish to save the jobs of our employees and restore our business for our community to enjoy, ourselves included. Please watch for the news for a reopening, which will occur soon. We thank you for your patience and look forward to serving our community with great food, great service, great entertainment, great smoke-free atmosphere, and gaming. Thank you, and see you at Tommasino's. And we spoke to a former employee of Amerigas who worked at the refurbishing facility here in Pahrump. He spoke to us off camera about the facility that had an explosion last week in which Pahrump came very close to a major catastrophe.
There's been more than just the fire that everybody's been hearing about. There has been tanks on fire inside the building.
Wow.
Okay, and there was this one incident where a tank came out and it was on fire. We all ran, got a fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher was empty. We ran and got another fire extinguisher. That one was empty. It took 3 fire extinguishers before we found one that actually worked.
Why would it catch on fire? It had a little fuel?
It had a bad valve on it that got past, some of the workers, which I always blamed it on fatigue of the workers because they're just overworked.
Let's talk about the fatigue. That's a main concern of yours, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was, and it still is to this day, but I know that now they got 2 crews, and I know that they're probably a little safer over there than they were when I was there.
What was the schedule like over there?
When I was there, it was 4 in the morning until the last truck was loaded, and that was just it. No excuses. If you get sick, if you get hurt, it would cost you about $350 for that day off because you couldn't come back to work without a doctor's note.
Wow.
And
so what about the storage of these used containers that they said started the fire and that there's leaking fuel outside? Was that a concern? Is there precautions that are that were taken for that kind of situation?
There's really nothing you can do because they come in from all over the country. And a lot of tanks do come in already leaking because it's got a bad valve. Yeah. So you constantly got something leaking over there.
Oh, you do?
Constantly. Because, you got to sort through them all to find the bad ones. Oh. And you can hear them. They make a certain sound, and you can hear the certain sound coming out. Mm-hmm. And those are usually the ones you dig for first because they are the unsafe ones.
So having them stored so close to the building or having them stored in an area that could potentially be more dangerous, like the lines catching fire and those bigger tanks going?
Well, I think they actually store them the best possibly way they can because the yard's really not that big. Yeah. But I think if they had it paved more instead of the rocks that they put them on and everything, it would be a little bit more safer. They don't make it a practice to put the tanks around the big tanks unless they're getting really, really full. There was a time when I was there that they were real full, and we did have to put them close to the tanks, but they were our first priority to get them away from the tanks.
Oh, really?
So
The facility, I know that the employees are in there and that they're cleaning up now and everything, and they're hoping to eventually reopen and start doing this. Do you think that a situation like this where we've had an explosion, we've had an injured employee, is going to change the practice there?
Yes, I do. I think that they're going to definitely have an extensive safety meeting, and maybe they will consider some of the things that I had brought up when I did work there, and hopefully they do.
And as far as you being a former employee there, you don't have any harsh feelings towards Amerigas or anything to do with the company?
No, I don't have no hard feelings. It's when they let me go, I was actually relieved that they let me go, and because most workers, when they get let go, they come back and beg for their job back. But I told the boss I didn't want to beg to kill myself because it's dangerous.
It's a dangerous job, and you still have friends that work there. And are you on a daily basis concerned about their safety?
Yeah, I talk to them about it a lot, and make sure, when I bump into them at the stores and stuff, and we still talk.
And to find out more regarding propane BLEVEs, just search the internet for BLEVE. That's an acronym BLEVE. And it's worth noting that the facility here has two 30,000-gallon tanks. And a BLEVE of that magnitude could send the thousands of smaller tanks around the facility shooting like rockets in any direction. It's an extremely dangerous situation, and we are extremely fortunate that Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue managed to get that under control the way they did. And folks, District 36 Assemblyman Ed Goodhart was introduced by Nye County Commissioner Gary Hollis Saturday night at the Evening of Wine and Jazz at the Pahrump Valley Winery. It appears that the Assemblyman will be running for State Senate in the upcoming election, seeking the seat Mike McGinnis occupies, who is at his term limit. Watch tomorrow night for our interview with Nye County Commissioner Gary Hollis regarding his campaign. And folks, coming up, more from the County Commissioners meeting, and an awards ceremony was held to honor Smiles Across Pahrump's assistants. We'll have all this and more right after the break, so please keep it here.
News 46 is also brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Look for news about their latest healthcare center opening soon in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
Welcome back to News 46. At the Board of County Commissioners meeting, one of the items on the agenda was the action items by the Nye County staff to approve some finance housekeeping items.
Item 23A, action, discussion, deliberation, possible decision to award request for proposal 2011-11 roof-mounted, and I'm going to say PV solar system. And the amount of the bid is $89,950. And that will be finance, which will be Pam Webster. You're up.
Thank you, Commissioners. Daryl and Bob worked directly with this grant for this system. I would ask you if you have any questions to direct them to Daryl and Bob. If you don't have any questions, I would ask you to award as recommended by staff.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
we can make a motion to approve 23A based on staff recommendation.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Shinhopen to approve based on staff recommendation. Second by Commissioner Wickman. Further discussion? Call for the question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Passes 4-0 with Commissioner Easton not present. Item 23B, action, discussion, deliberation, and possible decision to approve a court view data conversion extract project to retrieve all justice data for the new case management system, and an estimated total of $66,950.
This is to get our historical data off of Court View and to migrate it into New Dawn so that as we use the new system, we have history for any kind of new cases coming through, so you have a complete picture of that individual's history in the system.
So
we will be extracting the AS400 data and moving it to New Dawn, but this is to extract the data from the state system.
to have it. Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Shinhopen to approve, second by Commissioner Wickman. Further discussion? Call for the question. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, aye. Passes 3-1. Item C, action, discussion, deliberation, possible decision to award RFP 2011-12, remodel of the Pahrump District Court area, and the amount of low bid is $276,425. $173,000 of the funding is budgeted from the approved 10% holdback from the original courthouse capital project, and the rest of the funding will come from 493 special capital, and that's $103,425. Question, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Aye.
Oh, yeah, I gotta adjust this.
Passes 3-1 with Commissioner Easton not present.
And the Saitta West held Pahrump's first Pride event. This popular and fun event is looking to be held yearly in our town for the benefit of the gay and lesbian community.
Well, we're really excited to be here from Las Vegas to bring Pahrump our first Pride Festival. We start out tonight with the dance and drag show here tonight, Big Hair Drag, and we'll be here all day tomorrow hosting a pool party that starts at 11 a.m. tomorrow till 6 p.m. There'll be dancing and just having a good time at the pool on a hot day. We'll then be back tomorrow night for another drag show with Diana Prince, Miss Las Vegas Pride 2011, with her and her friends. It's, I believe, 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and then tomorrow night we'll have a dance right after the drag show. So we're going to have a blast all weekend long, and I'm sure have a chance to meet a lot of new people and share our lives with each other.
What kind of response did you get from people for the Pahrump Pride?
You know, we had some overwhelming response, and we had both good and bad. You know, bringing a whole group from Las Vegas, people were a little nervous about what are we going to do? Are we going to do strange things all across the city? Well, we're really not. We're just here to have a good time, to kind of let our hair down. You know, a lot of people in Las Vegas are coming out because they haven't been able to afford to go to another city, so this has given them an opportunity. I know that we're up to 80 rooms here at the hotel tonight. And then for locals, it'll give them an opportunity. Maybe they don't have the chance to go into the city to Las Vegas, and give them a chance to socialize with people that they can relate to, and we all can relate to each other and just have a happy time. I think we have been overwhelmed by the response of locals that are lesbian, gay, bisexual, and even transgender residents that have giving them, this event is giving them the opportunity to express themselves at home. And hopefully eventually that'll give them the chance to be strong and be able to stand up in their community. And you know, this can be a chance for us in Las Vegas to mentor Pahrump Pride to its own event, and it's something that then goes on the national calendar too, like Las Vegas Pride.
So we're hoping to do this every year?
Yes, it's our hope that with the help of Saitta West that we'll be back again next year and hopefully do a couple other events, maybe even try to do a youth-oriented event so that when we're doing an event that's 21 and over, that maybe we can get the 18 and over crowd into and do something else. So those are on the books. You know, we planned this event in 3.5 weeks, and to get this on in 3.5 weeks, and the response tonight is overwhelming.
And what does it take to get an event like this going? I know that Las Vegas Pride is very strong.
This event takes a lot of sponsors, and it's companies and organizations that put their money where their mouth is and want LGBT consumers to come spend our money here, because our guests this weekend here at the Saitta Ranch will come back because they've had such a positive experience. Let me tell you, coming down the street today and the first thing you see is the gay pride flags flying at Saitta West Casino. That is huge. We can't even get that in Las Vegas yet.
So for more information on Las Vegas Pride and Pahrump Pride for next year's events, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, Las Vegas Pride's coming up in just under 30 days. September 16th is our night parade down 4th Street downtown, and then our festival is on Saturday, September 17th, down at the Clark County Government Center. And then you can find out even information for next year's Pahrump Pride or information about tomorrow's events at lasvegaspride.org.
Well, after the second annual Smiles Across Pahrump, an award ceremony was held at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza for those who helped with this charity event.
If you want to present the bike to Logan there, Mr. Logan.
Logan, this is for you, man. How about that, huh? How about that? How about that?
Yeah, the award is all about the children in our community. And Smiles Across Pahrump is an event that allows everybody to leave their feelings at home and differences at home and just come out to the park and enjoy the day with your neighbors, and you might even make new friends, but it's a special day for the children. And if you can't bring out your barbecue pit and your food, something's wrong. Then stop by a lot of the food businesses here, and they'll sell you a bucket of chicken, hamburgers, bring that to the park. But come out next year and make it a special day for the children only.
Sheldon, we had this event here, and we caught you riding the bike around, but as well, we gave out some bikes. Tell me why you are involved in Smiles Across Pahrump.
Pahrump has always been such an amazing community to be a part of. The people here in town support our business, and the only thing that we can do is give back and support the community. Andre's a great guy to work with. We like to work with everybody that we can, and it's just great to be part of the community and to be able to give back.
Wonderful that Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza did this as well. And we are looking at Smiles Across Pahrump for next year. How can people contact you?
As long as the good Lord allows me to stay on this earth, we will have it next year, yes.
And people can give you a call?
751-1257.
There you go. Thank you so much, Sheldon. What's so much fun. What a great event.
Yeah, a lot of fun. We're glad to be part of it.
I like it a lot.
All right, folks, and we're going to have a look at your 7-day forecast right after this break, so please keep it here.
News 46 weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Welcome back. I'm Zach Fuentes here in News 46 with your weather. Today we had partly cloudy skies and a high of 100 degrees. Our winds come out of the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour. Our gusted up to 22 miles per hour, and our pressure did drop a little bit at 29.97. Our UV index is the same as normal at 8, very high, and our humidity is at 11%. Our sunrise today was at 6:08 a.m., and our record for today was 110 back in 1939. Tonight, we're also looking at partly cloudy skies again, a low of 77 degrees, and winds to come out of the south-southwest at 4 miles per hour. Our gusts at up to 8 miles per hour, and our humidity to go up a little bit there at 16%. Our sunset at 7:27 p.m., and our record low for today was 60 degrees back in 1968. Tomorrow, we're expecting to have sunny skies again, a high of 103 degrees and a low of 77 degrees. Winds once again coming out of the south-southwest at 4 miles per hour, and our gusts at up to 13 miles per hour. Our humidity to go up a little bit for the daytime at 14%, and our UV index to stay the same at 8, which is very high. Sunrise once again is going to be at 6:08 a.m. And our 7-day forecast, we start the week off with 103, then we go down to 101 for 2 days in a row, 102 for 2 days in a row, and then we go up at 105 on Sunday and Monday. Saturday and Monday is going to be a little bit windy, and Monday is going to be a hot and windy day for everybody's first day back at school. Today's worst weather was in Jupiter Island, Florida, where they had afternoon thunderstorms. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Zach, because I got to tell you, nothing makes me look forward to the next 7 days like triple-digit temperatures clear across the board. Really, very cool. Folks, please be sure to subscribe to our free weekly email newsletter. To subscribe, just visit our website at KPVM-TV and fill in the form right on the main page. It's 2 simple fields, just a name and an email address, and you're getting our newsletter, which is filled with top stories, coupons, articles, and more. And one more thing, folks, if you think you can do what we do up here at the news station, you think you can read the news, well, guess what? Now's your chance to prove it. We're going to be accepting applications for news desk interns right now. It's part-time only, but if you think you got the chops to come up here and read the prompter and do what we do, head on up here and fill out an application. And that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale, and from everyone up here on the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a great evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.